I'm Todd Grisham, and we are live here at the one-of-a-kind Empire Fight Camp. And next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. It's Teofimo Lopez. He's 5'8". It's Teofimo Lopez, the National Gold Gloves champion in 2015, and at 23 years old, became the youngest undisputed champion of the four-belt era. Terrence Bud Crawford. This bout is a lot of pre-match. So here we go. Should be a good one. Insane action. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Good counter punching. He blocks the hook. That right hook won't score. Beautiful counter shot. Usually you don't have to worry about getting a sunburn when you're fighting, Johnny, but that's certainly the case today with the sun blazing.
If you are on the losing side of this fight, Tom, and the heat is on, it's the worst place to be, so you've got to make sure you've prepped right for this. And right now, I'm looking at a fight that doesn't look like they're prepped right.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nice defense there to stop the right hook. There's a counter shot. Did you see that? Crawford in trouble. No, we don't see a knockdown.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough...
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one. Here we go. It's round two. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
They stop the hook there. Crawford's legs are all over the place. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Back and forth they go. That counter punch, very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to...
The bell rings and we start the third. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the...
Wow, let's take another look at that.
I've got to see that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get triggered.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. Teofimo in some real trouble here. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
Is that what ever hope? Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Neither one of them wants this to go to the judges' scorecards. That left hook missed. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. A borderline disastrous round, but he's still on his feet.
They believe their fighter has it in the...
Here we go to the fourth round. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible, because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Nice counter shot. Oh, hold on a second, Johnny. Crawford is dazed. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Good counter punch. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Well done with that counter shot. Nice defense on that hook. Terrence Crawford just got rocked. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot one.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
Dominance, without a doubt.
On to the fifth we go. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent lap.
You can see here on the replay a perfect body shot, and he drops like a loose suit.
Even I've got to see that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You okay?
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
They exchange punches. Beautiful counter punch. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Crawford may be ready to go down. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
3 days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Terrence Crawford just got rocked. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
Step back.
Whoa, Johnny. Crawford in trouble. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Talk about Crawford in that last round. They get 1 minute between rounds. This fighter wished it was 10 minutes after being dropped twice in the last round. This is the beginning of round 6. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
You'd like to see more jabs. Tried to land the left hook, but it was blocked. Missing with the hook. I want to think of holding on here for a minute. Those counter punches have to hurt. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
That's another scoring shot. And that hook misses. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez that last round. After what we saw in and there's the bell for round 7. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter-punching.
Now you've got 2 fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Down goes Teofimo. And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove, and down he goes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You all right?
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
He's got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in the end.
Wow, let's take another look at that.
You're right, Todd. What a shot. You are right.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot. You see shots like that in the gym. At least for once, this is on TV. Thousands around the world saw that shot. They probably even heard it.
Raise your hand if you've got your Patty certification. Well, come on in. Let's watch some fights here at the Atlantis. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time for our tale of the tape. First up, we have Juan Manuel Marquez, 5'7" tall with a reach of 67 inches, and he'll be facing Teofimo Lopez. He stands 5'8" tall and has a reach of 68.5 inches.
Talk about
Juan Manuel Marquez. Nicknamed the Takeover, it's Teofimo Lopez. Tries to be entertaining both in and out of the ring, and boy is he talented, a 2-division world champion.
oh, pure bad blood.
The fighters are ready to go. Let's hear the official introductions. We turn it over to the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to... So here we go. Should be a good one. Nice hook. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Missed him with that uppercut. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. That counter shot lands. Punch, counter punch. He threw a punch and just got countered. You can really feel the buzz in the air tonight. So much hype here in this arena.
It's so hot, so heated. There's a roof on here. You don't understand it.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Marquez is rocked. Good job trying to back out of trouble.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Just missed with that hook. Nice counter. They blocked the left there. A big puller right there. And the takeover's in some big trouble now. About Marquez in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get a kitchen sink.
Put your mind back on the job. Get back out there and win the round.
Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. This is with the right uppercut. Puller right there. Marquez is dazed. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Being dazed now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
And he scores with the counter. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
To beat a counter-puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice job blocking the hook. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Marquez in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of...
Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come...
Oh, my God, Johnny! Marquez is hurt! How did they survive that?
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Down goes Lopez. Oh, my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
I need to see that again. One, two, three, four, five. You still want to fight?
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's down for them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Punching, missing with that right hook. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Oh, wait a minute! Marquez is in trouble. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big... Back at it in round 4. How to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Catch and shoot. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. That right hook won't score. Time counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. Well done with that counter shot. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Beautiful counter punch. Stamina is off the charts. A perfect counter lands. Marquez is dazed. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Marquez in that. Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. We've got all the momentum on. Hold it right there. Marquez is hurt. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Stamina is off the charts. In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Nice counter shot. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can...
No, hold on a second, Johnny. Marquez is rocked. We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Big swing and a miss with the hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
That's lights out right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez that last round. It's not. There's the bell to start round 6. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got a hustle now.
The referee taking a look here, and if the fighter can't see, the fighter can't fight. Wow, so the referee is not going to stop it, and the fight continues. Here we go with the light. Let's see that again.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods. Listen to me. Are you okay? Get out of here.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory in one of the... Who thought we'd be fighting at a Gothic cathedral? And yet here we are at Cambrian Hall. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
Time for our... Here comes Eric El Terrible Morales. This man is as tough as they come, fighting out of... There's never a dull moment with this guy. Here comes Teofimo.
This bout is scheduled for 8.
fans are ready, and we're expecting an all-out offensive display. That counter shot lands. They block the left there. That counter punch caught him clean. Not a lot of defense here at all. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He blocks the right hook. Good counter punch. One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
You see the nerves on the fighter stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And then look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Oh, what a punch. Hold that thought. And Morales, he's rocked. We've seen him get out of this kind of trouble before, but he's got his work cut out for him. And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot.
I went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck.
Welcome to the very mysterious theatrical venue that is Cambrian Hall. Vasily Lomachenko, one of the most technically skilled fighters in all of boxing. No one moves around the ring like Lomachenko. Hector Macho Camacho, one of the most unique
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, presenting the 2-time Olympic gold medalist from Ukraine, a tremendous 3-division champion of the world, Vasily Lomachenko. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Bayamon, Puerto Rico, a colorful and popular 3-division champion of the world, Hector Macho Camacho.
You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves. And here we go.
Todd, I love this place. The atmosphere is second to none. If you get the right fights, you've got fun all night.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. These 2 fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Brilliant hook there. Uh-oh, Lomachenko just got rocked. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Looking to land the hook. And Hector Camacho couldn't take any more. That punch to the head looks so good live. Let's see it again in slow motion and really appreciate it.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Let's talk about Hector Camacho in that last round. So it's plan B time after... Here we go for round 2. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Boxing fans around the world feel like Christmas morning with these 2 finally in the ring.
Situations like this, Todd, will either...
Oh, hold on a second, Johnny. Camacho in serious trouble right now. That was the moment.
Between the tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do you do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Camacho is in trouble. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace, get the pace back to normal.
Do you believe what we're seeing? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. On to the third. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Lucky that hook didn't score. A perfect counter lands. Those counter punches have to hurt. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Camacho is buzzed. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Camacho in serious trouble right now. And it appears they weathered the storm. How, I'm not sure.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Ooh, Camacho is in trouble. Let's talk about Loma. And there's the bell to start round 4. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Oh, watch it! And as we see it again, there's no way to get up when you get clipped with a shot like that.
A shot from the gods took him out.